I, Alfred Nganga Mutua, do swear that the evidence that I shall give before this committee on the matter under its consideration shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. May I take your seat and sign to the oath? We will start off with a brief introduction of yourself. Tell us your name, your educational background, your work experience, your key competences that you believe make you suitable for appointment to the position to which you have been proposed or nominated. In under 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. I'm very, very happy to be here and to be given this opportunity. My name is Alfred Nganga Mutua, born in Machakos, Masii, and educated in Machakos and in the counties of Nairobi. I'm a holder of a doctorate in communication and media, and also a master's of science in communication and a bachelor's in journalism. I have worked in Kenya in media houses as a journalist. I've worked various organizations overseas, also in Australia and in the US. I served as a foreign correspondent, served as an assistant professor. I was blessed to be the first government spokesperson of the Republic of Kenya, and also blessed to be the first governor of the great county of Machakos. And I'm grateful to His Excellency, the President William Ruto, for appointing me into his cabinet and reappointing me and nominating me again for reappointment for a second time. And I'm quite happy about that. On the minimum wage, I will look into it. I'll sit down and see, because it depends on what the market can afford. But also we need to, I remember as I finalize, Ford, when Henry Ford, when he built the Ford company, he said he would pay his employees enough money that they can afford to buy the cars that they build. We need to be a culture where we can pay people enough money to enable them to be able to live decent lives according to what the market can also afford. So it's a discussion with the employers, because we don't also want to destroy the good enabling environment for work, but it is important. On contractual benefits and job referral, I've taken note, and it's something that I will look at. I submit.
Thank you, nominee. The last two issues I want to put to you. On the issue, as a follow-up to Mishi, Honorable Mishi's issue about Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
What you probably will need to do is check out on a country like Philippines. It is the largest exporter of non-professional workers in the world. Anywhere you go in big hotels, you'll find Filipino workers, happy, decent. Find out what mechanisms and legal regime they operate between Philippines and the countries they work. Anywhere you go, perhaps if you go to the moon, you'll find a Filipino worker. The last one, you've talked about NSSF. You can borrow a leaf from our neighbor Tanzania. What Tanzanians do, all the big money held by NSSF, they have engaged with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and instead of government buying property as missions, it's NSSF that buys those properties and owns them. So the government then pays NSSF rent at source. You reduce yourself from the problems of foreign exchange, and instead of paying foreign exchange to another country, you're paying in local currency at the rates of those countries to your own NSSF. So even the rate of return on the investment is excellent. You may consider engaging NSSF to do that. I'll end there, and after we finish, you will see our secretariat. They have some mismatch with your documents, so that you can put them in order for the record. I want to ask you a few last questions. Do you have any Have you ever been mentioned adversely in any integrity-related report or investigations?
No,
Forget about your Machakos shenanigans.
No, I have never.
Yes. Do you hold any leadership position in any political party within Kenya?
No, I do not.
What is your net worth?
Net worth is 462 million shillings.
Made of?
Made of assets that I have, like homes, land, where I do some bit of farming, and a few businesses that I have.
Thank you. Thank you, Alfred. Make sure before you leave, you sort out your documentation with the Secretariat, so we can release you to go back to your other duties.
And thank
yes,
you.
Yes, pardon? Say? Yes. Oh, how? Sorry. Yes. You appeared before us in 2022. How much were you worth then? I think that's a serious omission.
I was worth 420 million shillings.
And today?
And 462.
Yes.
It's been about 9 to 10% normal growth in terms of land value and growth in the industries.
Thank you. You may be escorted by our sergeant. Have a good day and a blessed Sunday. Pardon? Honorable members, you'll have a 10-minute break to allow.
Like a movie.
About Kazi kwa Vijana and the tree planting and the organization, I took the former mayor $400 million.
That is the one that is a component of Formula 1.
Hotel system and everything, and even connect the highway from Machakos all the way. He came, he met the president, he met us. I went to Dubai, we signed an MOU, and the MOU is still there with him. But when it went to court, he took his money to Rwanda, and the rest of the money he took to Angola. Who lost? The Kenyan poor. The Gen Zs who are demonstrating because of that.
What is your point of order?
My point of order, Chair, and I want Kenyans to listen keenly to this.
We have to be able to be selfless to know that some programs, you may not support them, but they are good for the country. And you support them because they provide employment and opportunities for others. We lost, the person who has built Dubai Mall, he came and he committed $400 million.
That is the one that is a component of Formula 1?
Yes.
Yes.
The same component. He had committed to put a sports city and hotel system and everything, and even connect the highway from Machakos all the way. He came, he met the president, he met us. I went to Dubai, we signed an MOU, and the MOU is still there with him. But when it went to court, he took his money to Rwanda, and the rest of the money he took to Angola. Who lost? The Kenyan poor. The Gen Zs who are demonstrating because of that.
What is your point of order?
My point of order, Chair, and I want Kenyans to listen keenly to this. Yes. Mr. Speaker, the nominee has accused the Wiper Party of taking him to court. Now, at the point when he came up with this proposal, he had just been elected as Governor Machakos County on a Wiper ticket. I was also elected as a member of parliament on the same party ticket. I was not involved in any issue to do with with a court case. Neither was the party, because the party decision would have been taken at the national election, the NEC Executive Council. So when he says that the Wiper Party took him to court, he's being economical with the truth. I do agree that the senator of Machakos, who was also a Wiper member, may have been involved, but not the party. I would like to see some evidence that puts the party in court against him.
Let's settle that the senator who went to court belonged to Wiper Party, but it may not have been the Wiper Party that took him to court, so that we make progress. Who are the parties to the case? You say you have the case?
Yes, it was...
who was the plaintiff?
It was Senator Mudhama.
Yes.
And to Senator Mudhama, and when he went to court, he said he represented the views of his party and the party machinery. So I withdraw and so we leave it as Seta Mudama. And but you see, Mr. Speaker, sir,
Yes.
this was done because, from my perspective, I may be wrong, it was felt that if Mutua is able to achieve this greatness, then it will deny others clout. And I'm saying I may be wrong. I'm just saying that I felt that the reason that was stopped is because it was felt that I needed to be put in my place so that check. I do not overtake other leaders in terms of supremacy. So I just feel that it shouldn't have come to that.
Point of order.
Yes, Deputy Speaker.
I hope that the nominee knows that you're actually under oath, so you risk perjuring yourself. You do realize that. Free legal advice.
Dawood.
Can the nominee confirm he was chosen on which party in 2013? Was it Wiper or any other party?
He already said he was elected on Wiper.
Okay, let's make progress.
Order, Shuria.
I think, Chairman, I'll just suggest if the nominee could just stick to the issue of his, rather than just going into politics, just to save us time and also.
Yes, you have finished answering to all the counts on Amizi's charge sheet. Now let's go to Mishi. Yes, Amizi. He has answered everything, including the one that was sent in by a member of the public.
It's not
Yes.
a court case.
Yes.
The reason why I've pushed all those is because of your history. And you know, there is developmental stage. You can't just go to a country, copy something, and replicate here, and you think everything will work. So it puts the office you are holding in jeopardy, the name of the country, the name of the citizens, because of the theatrics manner or melodramatic manner you operate in your office. That's why I brought out those issues.
I'll take the next three. Mishi, Honorable Mishi, Honorable Shuria, and Honorable Raso.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. Honorable Chairman, my question will be on Kenyans working as domestic workers in the Middle East, and I want to focus in Saudi Arabia. And my reference will be the gravity of the reports concerning the mistreatment of Kenyans working there, ranging from denying of food, beaten to death, taken to jail under unnecessary circumstances.
Thank
on
you.
a light note, because now maybe you're going to be confirmed as Waziri for labor and social protection. Kenyans are thinking that you should minimize this drama, especially on your marital status, because somehow they can jeopardize your character or put you in a very negative situation. Because now we want to see that even our cabinet secretaries are very
Point of order.
about opulence.
Order, Mishi.
Yes.
I think
There is no requirement for one to be married to be considered for public office in this country.
I'm saying that drama, there'll be some drama. You have talked about opulence. You talked about opulence on Muchumba Murkomen. You talked about opulence on Honorable Jogo.
This committee will not open anybody's bedroom. Shuria. Shuria, stop laughing and ask a question.
I think, Chairman, it's best you protect people's bedrooms, as you said. We don't want those matters coming out here in the public. I think
The nominee, you will not comment on that.
I am grateful to the President that he has seen it fit to give me an opportunity to understand government by also taking me to the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife, where I was able to combine the experience I had out there of how tourism has been able to grow. And I was able to get into the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife and reactivate a sleeping giant, because we need to provide employment to our people, and that is one of the low-hanging fruits. As a result, the numbers of tourism, we set up structures that we expect that by the end of this year we'll be looking at about 3 million visitors arriving into this country, if not more, with a trajectory of 5 million within another year and a half. We're also able to deal with issues of human wildlife compensation that had become a big problem by actually launching a new scheme, which was launched by the President, and paying out about 1 billion shillings to people who have been waiting forever. And I've put in systems so that more people could be paid. We were able to fence by fighting corruption many places. When I got into the ministry, I found that they were fencing to keep animals away from people at a cost of about 3 million a kilometer. 3 million a kilometer. And with 300 million that I had, I looked around, I did my research, and I realized that the government was being conned. So we were able to advertise, and we brought down to a reserve price of maximum of 850 million a kilometer for the same standard of wiring. And as a result, instead of only 100 kilometers with 300 million, we are now looking at close to 400 million. And after discussions with the president when he was launching the fencing program, we agreed that it is possible to bring the cost down to 650. So we're able to do many, many things in terms of human-wildlife conflict, build dams and other projects that will continue. And I believe I left the ministry at a good trajectory.